Hello and welcome to A Soft Pause. I know it's been a while since you've heard from me. We've got a lot going on here, both in my personal life and with the rescue. Right now I am, just to give you a little background on why you haven't heard from me for a bit, I am taking care of my friend's mother who has Alzheimer's, and as you may remember from previous videos, she actually has the former street cat Zara living in her house. So it's a big job and takes up a lot of my time, so not a lot of time for doing videos. So today I'm going to try and update you on a couple of the cats, and then we'll just work through things as I have a little bit of time here. I'm gonna try and rearrange things a little better to get some more video going out. So as you can see, this beautiful boy is Guinness and is doing just really super. We're gonna walk through his journey. Hey, that's not your best side. No, that's not your best side. Come here. Come here. There you go. We will walk through his journey from getting to being in pretty rough shape to getting to be here. But as you can see, for right now, he is just doing a super job, and he is the sweetest, happiest boy, and he is ready for adoption. So if you know of anyone who is looking for a sweet guy that has been through some stuff but is doing really great now, reach out, tell your friends. Let's see if we can get this boy in his forever home. He is currently staying right now in the guest room with Larkspur, who is hoping that I will feed her, so she's staying down on the ground. But we're gonna do some updates. I apologize for some of the choppy video. I have been taking video as things are happening and going along, and just haven't had time to get the videos out. So I'm going to try over the next couple of days to get those out and get you updated on what is going on here at the orphanage, and we will go from there. Right? Can you say hi? Yeah, tell everybody, say hi. One of the things we're also going to feature in the next couple of weeks, for those of you that follow me know I say the royal we all of the time. I guess it's me and the cats and the dogs and the birds. But I do have some more videos coming up of where they are now, and just some success stories. And I know that a lot of you are watching have a fondness in your hearts for Cuddles. She has a success story coming up as well. So stay tuned and enjoy the progress. Thanks for watching. As a reminder, Guinness was brought in off of the street on St. Patrick's Day of 2026. He was extremely thin. He had a very infected eye, and he was having difficulty with just simply walking. He was stumbling over bumps or toys, or certainly going over into the litter box. He was stumbling and having difficulty with keeping his feet. So I took him to the vet at Roosevelt Veterinary, and they did a general overlook on him and determined that he had a heart murmur. He had an infected left eye and was extremely skinny. Did some blood work on him and initially looked pretty good, actually. The dental work that they quoted was going to be around $1,500 minimally. They suggested that I try going to a rescue called the Hudson Valley Animal Rescue and Sanctuary, citing that possibly they could do the care for less money. Definitely wanted to get his blood work done there. Said that it would be definitely less cost to do it there. So Guinness got to go down to Poughkeepsie, New York, and have his blood work done. They did find that he had Giardia, and gave treatment for that. And then they also just said that they felt that his heart murmur and dental work were quite significant. They wanted him to have a cardiology visit done before his teeth were done, and then felt that most likely they would be unwilling to do the dental work without having what is called a against medical advice release, basically indicating that if Guinness were to pass away on the table while getting the dental work done, that they would not be held responsible. So the next step was reaching out to everyone here, as you know, and asking if we could get some donations and help for his work going forward. In the meantime, as you see here, Guinness was having a lot of difficulty with eating and needed to have very soft foods, absolutely nothing hard, and a lot of it kind of pureed and hand-fed to him. After a couple of weeks of antibiotics for his eye and treatment for the giardia, he was now improving, gaining some weight, and starting to be able to play a little bit and certainly moving around a little bit better. As you can see, he is using the stairs to get up onto the bed, but is now actively starting to play with the toys and is starting to be able to make some jumps of a little more distance and height. He was getting very winded easily, would start panting after a couple of minutes of playing, but was definitely making improvements in his physical ability to interact. Thanks to several donations and one amazing big donation, we were able to move forward with getting Guinness scheduled for his cardiology appointment with a truly wonderful cardiologist named Dr. Jonathan Goodwin at Guardian Animal Specialists in Brewster, New York. And thanks to his generosity, I get to share the echocardiogram with you.
The sound is. It has no bearing. So, left atrium, mitral valve, left ventricle, aorta. This pathway out the aorta should be nice and smooth, but when you go and you look, you see there's this piece of muscle right here, that ends up sitting there and getting in the way of this pathway.
So this big bulge here shouldn't be there.
Boom.
Boom.
We want to debulge him.
They didn't raise an idiot.
Just say my mama knows what she raised. So this is there because you can see you see this little string coming from right there? So there are these little cords, these little strings there that are attached to this that are pulling this down. That's not supposed to happen, but it is happening.
So what it should do is the bulge should just pop back up if the strings weren't there.
Right. There would be nothing to pull it down. He'd be bulgeless.
Bulgeless. But don't we all wish we could lose the bulge?
I mean,
come on.
Yeah. There are people that have said that. And so what it does is if you take this pathway here, look and say, okay, it's supposed to be that wide open. Well, with the bulge and this valve here, it essentially gets narrowed down to this wide open at times. So it's very akin to a water hose and someone putting their thumb over part of the water hose. So what happens after that is the water sprays out. So the blood is spraying out. So you're getting a squeeze spray. And that makes a noise. And that noise is the heart murmur.
Is the heart murmur that we're hearing.
And it's a squeeze spray. It's like freeze frame, but squeeze spray. Squeeze spray. Squeeze spray. Squeeze spray.
So you're of course going to tell me that's not as critical as what we thought.
It's been there his whole life.
So you did just tell me it's not as critical as what we thought.
That is correct.
Wow. Okay.
Well, again, the criticalness is not based on how loud it is. That's the inherent thing,
But until they take a look at it, that's all they can judge on is what the sound is.
Right.
And of course, when you stress an animal, you're going to get a larger sound.
Definitely can.
Any animal, of course, including us.
You're saying absolutely right.
Yeah.
So the hard part is that, when we constantly base everything on the sound, that means if it's soft, guess what they do? Ignore it. Oh, it's soft. It'll be fine.
Yeah, those killer softies, right? Yeah.
There was a study done in cats where cats with louder murmurs did way better than cats with softer murmurs.
Well, silent killers. It's the same with humans.
And it's not even
It's the
silent.
same. No.
It's just like,
no. It's like those little. It's like those little aneurysms that are so quiet until they
Jackie.
aren't.
Yes. So that's why
Okay.
I'm just making that.
Well, that's important. I mean, that's very important based on if he's had it his whole life. I mean, I've had a aortic aneurysm my whole life too.
Really?
Yes.
How are you feeling?
Pretty darn good.
It's all right.
You know, which is a lot different from an aneurysm that developed at 50. I've
Yes.
had it my whole life. So,
I'm not saying it's changing at all. Just
hasn't changed one little bit.
Nice.
Let's hope it doesn't.
That's right. Amen. I'm looking here. I don't see anything else. I was trying to see if he had a little.
So Guinness had the all clear to get dental work done. He did need to have some special medication when he would go under anesthesia, but as Dr. Goodwin explained, all cats should actually have that anesthesia because they are much more sensitive to anesthesias during surgery and can have difficulties, regardless of whether they came in with issues or not. Knowing that Guinness was not a high-risk cardiac patient, I reached out to Dr. Delaney, who you have met in videos before if you follow this channel, and asked if she would be willing to do his dental work. And thankfully, Dr. Delaney was able to do it with a family discount, which cut down the cost significantly. Guinness had 17 teeth pulled. Guinness is on day 4 of recovery from his dental work. Guinness is doing great, and I want to put out a huge shout out to those of you who donated funds to help Guinness get the care he needed. And I guess he's gonna go check out Larkspur instead of talk to me. But anyway, we had a couple of people reach out and help to get Guinness to the cardiologist and then to get his dental care that he needed. And we had a single donor that donated a very generous amount of money that did cover Guinness's cardiology and dental work. So I appreciate all help, both great and small. Very huge shout out to the donor that helped to cover both of those expenses, and of course anything that was left over from any of the donations that have come in go to the care of not only Guinness but also Larkspur, Rorschach, Sia. So let's talk just for a minute about cost. I am putting out the receipts here for much of the work that was done for Guinness, and you can see that this comes out to about $3,500, and that is not including the neuter and putting the Avid chip in and vaccinations that were covered by the rescue that was originally working with me that then decided not to go forward with helping once they found out that he had some pretty significant health issues. This is Guinness today, fully recovered. He is eating well again, still eating soft food, is not interested in trying to eat the harder kibble, although Dr. Delaney said that he should be able to do so. He is now medically clear. His eye is cleared up. He is full of energy and love and is ready to find his forever home. So if you know of anyone who is interested in adopting Guinness, please have them reach out to me and continue to watch for his progress. On June 9th, in the middle of Guinness's health journey, I was asked if I could help this beautiful girl who was on the streets and in the family way. Of course, we made room for beautiful Mochi. Stay tuned for the next video when we discuss Mochi's story. Thank you for joining me for a soft pause.